Okay guys, right now this Jeep is about not level front to back, but the two front tires are about level and the two back tires here are about level. The unfortunate thing when you live on a hillside is it's hard to get your vehicles level. So now the drawbacks of living on a hillside, guys. We're going to show you what the Jeep's going to look like. You know what? We're going to take the measurement right here. Keep in mind, we got to subtract 3/4 of an inch because that's how much of a space I have underneath here. Okay, so we've got, these should be the same on both sides. I got 23. To a certain point, we're not going to explain to you where it's going, but it'll be the same on, this should be the same here. It should be within 1/4 of an inch, I would say. Yeah. Let's say 23 and 3/8. I thought it'd be 1/4 of an inch. So you can see I'm not, this driveway isn't, this just, I want to get close. I think you could call it 1/4. That's exactly what we're shooting for. Now this is, we'll go to the bottom, just keep it the same. Fucking can't get my tape measure there, so we'll do it right here. We've got about 23 3/4. Now this side we got to take away 2. Well, we'll just put it right there on top of that plywood. .22 3/4. It's not exactly level. It's close enough. 20. I got 22 3/4. I got 23 3/4. Okay. So there's an inch difference. Like I said, I just wanted to get it close. We're good. Now we're going to jack this little puppy up. We're going to show you what it looks like when they're done. When they're done at the shop. We're just playing around, gentlemen. I do believe we need a block on here. And we don't want to use that. This will be fine. And that should be fine. That's that same little kid. Jeez, man. We met him on the run when we were running. We're just going to hit the frame. I want to see what the Jeep will. We have to make that adjustment on the, take that trim piece out. That's basically why we're doing this. But at the same time, we want to see what it's going to look like. Okay, we measured before, we had 23. I told you they're going to lift it up about 2 inches. So we should be reading 25 here right now. We've got 26 and a half. Oh, less than 3/4. Let's see. This is the actual measurement. this fucking crazy? Okay, fuck it. You get 25 and a quarter. Do you want to read 27? This is what happens. It's fairly close. I'll adjust it. I got to do this other side a little bit. We're giving you an idea of what the Jeep's going to look like when it gets leveled out. Okay, this is 24 and a quarter, less than 3/4, so 25. This should be 27. That's about it. That's what it will look like. This might have to come up a little bit more. This is 25 and a quarter, so this should be 27 and a quarter. And it is. Okay. Now see what we're doing here. We're going to take, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. This will actually make the back of the Jeep 1 inch higher than the front. Approximately. We're going to take that trim piece off right there. And that trim piece right there. Got 2 1/8, 2 1/4 there. Let's see what it is up here. It seems like it's more here. It is. It's about 3 inches. So it's close. It's not perfect. It's close. We'll jack this side up for a little bit more. I like that right there. But you can see these reservoirs are more visible with the sticker on it. It looks more badass. Even on this side you can see the reservoirs right there. But that's basically, this is basically the type of clearance you're going to have. At this stage, the back of the Jeep is 1 inch higher than the front. Approximately. Okay, now we're going to take those 2 trim pieces off because I have to have them off just to get to the store. But oh shit, I don't have my phone down here. That is a badass rig, brother. You know, when I picked this up, there was no way that the back of this Jeep should have been an inch lower than the front. They should have adjusted those shocks right out the gate, and I should have been riding around with it like this. You know, this is their, I guarantee you, this is the first time they ever installed an Evo Stage 4 King coilover. I mean, to let it go out of the shop an inch lower like that, that's ludicrous. Okay, either way, I don't want to talk shit, so we won't. I'm not sure with the size on this beast. I think we might get lucky. I think it might be this one. Same size as the, nope, it's a little smaller. Okay, so we do have one right here, ready to rock. I think we'll use this, and then we will use one of these two. I think we'll make it. Let's take the bigger of the two. No, we don't want to get injured here, guys. That's it. Now, we're not going to be sticking our head in there or anything like that. I've got to take this trim piece off. Just to get to the store. Like I said, when they get through leveling it, I will have them put this trim piece back on. It don't matter. I gotta show them that it's been rubbing. People, you know, that have 40-inch tires, they don't even put this thing back on. You can see it's a trim piece. It does keep mud and debris from going up inside of there. It does make the wheel well conform a little bit, but you know where I come from, the school of not necessary. That's the side that was rubbing. Like I said, I've got to take these off just to get to the store. So we're going to take them off right now and be happy. Will I put them back on? I'll have them put them back on when they get done. There won't be any I said, we're not going to stick our head in there, not without any safety blocks. Gentlemen, we got our arms in there. Nothing's going to happen, but be hand tight by there. Like I said, gentlemen, I always have a load with this Jeep. Jesus, man, there's a bracket here too that bracket is almost unnecessary too, to be honest with you. It does support the end of the bumper here, and those two bolts right there, those two big ones, they do hold this piece of plastic trim on, along with two other bolts. Like I said, our main goal today, will you take those off? I may take this bracket off, wait. I may take this off, wait, toss it. And one step further, I wanted to show you a piece of metal up here, if I can find it. I don't want to stick my head under here too much. Where the fuck is that little bastard? I'll show it to you. It's on the other side. I thought there was a double piece, but there's only one piece. This piece of metal, other than using it for a jack point, people do take this thing off and toss it. So, I mean, it doesn't offer any strength. There's nothing, it's just a piece of metal that's bolted to the frame. I really don't know why they would do that. Obviously, maybe it does add strength or something. But I know one thing. I've seen shops take that piece off and throw it in the trash. So I probably will take it off too. That is beautiful, gentlemen. That's okay. What we're gonna do here real quick. Like I said, we did want to take this off. We did it. We needed to, just to transport the bike to the shop without it rubbing. So we're gonna take these two, and we're gonna actually tape the bolts to the plastic, and then I'll throw it in the back of the Jeep. Man, no, see, once you lift that fucker up, that's what a Jeep is supposed to look like. You know, to be sunk down in the back like that is ridiculous. But my driveway's on a slant right now too, gentlemen, so I mean, front to back, let's just see how much of a break there is. In 4 feet, it looks like you got 2 inches. So I lifted the front end up about 1.5 inches. So more than likely there's probably another, there's about another 1.5 inches of fall from the front to the back right now even. This isn't perfection, gentlemen. Just to give you an idea of what this beast is going to look like. When I put this on top of the roof, there's going to be slope. There'll be slope from front to back. Should be in 4 feet. Should be 1.5 inches. 4 feet, there's about, just guesstimating, I've got 1.25 inches there, so that's just about it. This is just for generalization purposes only, gentlemen, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. What do you think? Should I take this trim piece off and that bracket? I'm not going to do it today. It's something I'll consider doing. Although you're going to see, if you take that trim piece off, you're going to see this edge. Not a deal breaker. It's not a deal breaker. I do believe I will take this bracket off, throw it in the trash, and I will take this plastic trim piece off and throw it in the trash. Dead weight. Oh. Boy, that's badass, brother. And then I will also tell them that I do like the height in the front. Don't lower it. I'm gonna run upstairs real quick. I want to get my camera, take a couple pictures of the Jeep right here, right now. Yeah, the dimension, essentially, from we got to take away this spacer here, but from the ground to this part of the bumper to the ground, right now, is about 27.5-ish. But we got to take away the 3/4 inch. So it's essentially 26.25. Let's go check the other side. This is the actual dimension because there is no spacer. This is 27, so it's 3/4 inch off. I'm just gonna make a note, 27 with the lift on this particular day. This is, let's say 26. Take away the 3/4. 26 with the lift. It's a generalization approximation. Wow, I love seeing it like that. Shit, that's beautiful. Man. I would say this side is a little bit, we can lower this side down. Even on paper, it looks a little higher. So it's 26. What did I say? 26 and 27? Yeah. So we can lower this side down a little bit. It right there. Now that is a badass rig. Now keep in mind, gentlemen, when you put the T-rack on, it's going to be 2.5 inches higher maybe for loading the dirt bike. I would say it's going to be every bit of 2.5, 3 inches higher for when you load the dirt bike. It makes it that much more difficult. Okay, what we wanted to do today is take the trim pieces off, kind of level it out a little bit to take a look at what it looks like when it's supposed to be leveled and everything. And that looks very, very, very nice. I'm very, very impressed with it. I love it. Wow. Beautiful. How do you like it, boys? Wow. I might put a couple of Evo stickers on those, more on those suspension parts. I found the Evo stickers, so I see myself, you know, probably put one on here, one on there, you know, just to make it look a little more sexual. Just like this one. You see this one right here? I've got more. I can wrap this with an Evo and this with an Evo too. Evo would love it. I don't mind putting the stickers underneath there, but we're not going to do stickers on the windows or anything like that anymore. Wow. I'm gonna go upstairs, get my camera. I gotta take a few pictures of this beast. And we did write down 26. They're both about 26 now. They're gonna level it out. I just wanted to see what it would look like. And it's beautiful. I love it. It may be a little bit higher than that. You know what I'm saying? It could be. Right now, the back of the Jeep is higher simply because the driveway slopes an inch and change. In theory, the Jeep is actually level right now. So I want them to even put it just a touch higher. Damn. I can't fucking believe they didn't. Now that looks like a fucking animal from fucking... That's an absolute animal, dudes. Let me see with the garage. That's essentially like where it's going to be-ish. Let me just see if it'll fit in this bay. It will. It'll still fit in this bay. By about, if I were to I'll take a guesstimation on it. I'd say it's still fit in this bay by 2.5 inches. And keep in mind, I'm going to probably raise it up another 3/4. So once it comes back from the shop, if I decide to put the rack on it, it won't fit in this bay, but it will fit in that other bay. I have another inch of clearance over there. And from what I'm told, that roof rack is about, at the crown of the roof where it's the highest, the Jeep roof is the highest, it's about 1.5 inches to 2 inches higher. So, I mean, that's, when I'm standing on this chair, I'm looking at the crown of the roof, the high point. And I've got about, I'd say 2.5 inches, maybe 3, I don't know. All guesstimations. Everything is guesstimate at this point. But beautiful, man. Son of a bitch. I don't even know if I'll put those trim pieces back on. I'm going to shut you down. We wanted to show you this little saga, and it came out pretty cool, so we're good to go.